What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to tint this frameless window. I'm going to remove the 20% tint on there and then replace it with a 5% ceramic film. All right, so the first step is open the door, and then we're going to want to kind of trick the door so the glass pops back open. So what I'm going to do is grab one of these tools right here, and then I'm just going to kind of push this forward. So that's going to go forward right there, just kind of like that, yep. And then we push it all the way, and now the glass is all the way back up. So you can kind of see it, like if I open it, it's going to go back down. See how it went down? So when we push that lock forward right there, it puts the glass back up. There we go, and now it's back up. So that's the first thing you want to do. Make sure you don't shut the door because it's all the way up, so you could possibly damage the glass. That's just what you want to do on a frameless window so it goes back up. All right, so there's a few different ways you can tint this window. I like to just completely remove the door panel, especially if I have to scrape glue. That way it's not dripping all on the interior panel. You can pop it off and pull the seal out if you don't have to remove film. But since this has a film that I'm going to remove the entire door panel. So I'm basically using one of these picks. These are cheap. You can get them at Harbor Freight. Like a 5-pack, like $4.99. And then I just use that pick to pop out this reflector right here. All right, just like that. I just put it in there. And there's going to be a T30 Torx bit. They kind of, it's one of these. It's a T30 Torx bit. There's going to be one behind that reflector. There's going to be one right under the door release button, and then there's going to be one right under this armrest right here. So you got 1, 2, 3. You remove all 3 of those bolts, and then the door panel just pulls out. There's just plastic snap clips in there. It pulls right out, and then you lift it off. All right, there's one. Okay, one. Two, and three. All right. And then to take this off, you can kind of get your fingers behind there. Just kind of pull. All right. And then this is just going to lift right off. All right. So there are some cords here. I just leave this plugged in. So what I'm going to do is get a little stool thing, so that way the cords aren't just kind of dangling there all crazy. This is the seal right here, this rubber seal. It pulls right off, all right? Just pull it right off of there. There we go. So this is the seal you want to remove. So if you're not removing film, you can kind of just pop that back and pull this out. But I'm going to remove this film right here. All right, then I'm just using a cheap Wagner heat gun. I'm going to heat the film and then peel it off slowly, as I heat. That way it's not going to hopefully leave a bunch of glue residue. If you just rip it off there's going to be a ton of glue residue. It's a nightmare to remove. Try the heat gun first and then kind of go from there. So I'm just going to heat. I'm going to start with this corner right here. Heat the corner up. All right, so we got a little bit of glue residue, you can kind of see. But that heating process, the whole thing is not one giant sheet of glue. There we go, yeah. So heating it up makes it a little bit easier. I'm gonna use some of this tint strip to spray on the adhesive. You can use Awesome, Goo Gone, there's 100 different products you can use. Apply some sort of a heat adhesive remover. All right. And now that I have this door panel removed, I don't have to worry about that gumming up my interior panel or getting into my switches or electronics or anything. because that seal's removed, it's all gonna go under there, and there's a hole in the bottom of your door where all this stuff is gonna drain. I'm gonna use a new razor blade too. This is a stainless steel razor blade. You don't wanna use carbon steel because that could scratch your glass. Use stainless steel, a little bit more forgiving on your glass. And I'm just gonna take my razor blade, start scraping all this adhesive off. So it actually is coming off pretty easy. If you just grip and rip and use no heat, this entire thing is going to be a sheet of adhesive. It's going to be a nightmare to remove. So just use the heat. It's going to make your life a little easier. And it only takes a couple minutes. So part of this film right here, it did come off. So, you know, this is all, it looks clear, but it's actually all glue. So that's when it gets a little bit harder. That's great. You're gonna have to make probably a couple passes. And that's another benefit of taking all the stuff off too. You can get right in here, right? You're not gonna be able to get all that glue off. So if you just, you know, tint right over it, the tint's gonna peel up. So that's why we do that. All right. Just gonna go ahead and give this thing a wipe. See how F22s. All right, now that we got all the adhesive remover off and wiped down and all the adhesive mostly off, I'm just using my tint solution, my slip solution. I just use this tint slip, and I'm just using a 1 liter spray bottle. Since I'm in a desert climate, I use about 3/4 of an ounce of tint slip for this liter of water. It just is so dry, so. Basically all I'm gonna do is spray this on there, kind of neutralize all that solution. Then give everything another wipe down with the paper towel. And this is where preparation is really key, right? I'm gonna clean this thing probably 6 times in many different ways because I don't want the end result to look like crap. That's my personal call. So basically we're just gonna get all of the haze off basically from the adhesive removed. All right, that's it for the paper towels. Now we're gonna only use microfiber from here on out. All right, now that we've got most of the stuff wiped off, I'm gonna use my gator blade and my tint slip solution. So I'm just gonna spray that on there. And I'm gonna give the window another scrape. All right, and then I'm using the Rag Company glass towels. I don't use these towels for detailing. I specifically only use these towels to tint windows. That way I'm not getting ceramic coating and spray and detail spray and whatever else. These are only for windows. All right, so the reason why I'm cleaning the outside too is the whole time I'm cleaning, I'm like obsessively looking at the window for any pieces of glue or fuzz, whatever, just to make sure that this install goes seamless. And I'm just kind of feeling with my hand any tension or whatever. Yeah, like there's a little piece of adhesive. Yep, another little piece of adhesive down here. All right, so now that I've razored, I've gator blade, now I'm gonna use my scrub pad. Just using my slip solution here. All right, so now that I've sprayed the adhesive remover, I've used the razor blade, I've wiped that off, I've used the gator blade, I've used the scrub pad. Next up, I'm using Glacade glass clay bar. So I'm just gonna clay bar the entire window. And what you want is you want it to feel nice and smooth. You want it to slide smooth on the window. If you feel a lot of tension, well, it could be for two reasons. One is you didn't get all the adhesive off, and the second is you didn't use enough soap. So soap it up really good with your slip solution, and then you're just gonna kind of go over it like this. Just real fast, side to side or up and down. Doesn't really matter. You're gonna feel a little tension over the manufacturer lettering on the window. Don't worry about that. So this is sliding pretty good. It's also gonna get all your dust and crap off too. All right, so that's pretty good. All right, so now the window's really clean. Next step is to lay the film down. All right, so basically I cut a straight line and then I rounded this corner right here. So that I can get the rest of my shape. So now what I need to do, let's see what that's looking like right there. There we go, all right. Yeah, so I'll be able to slide this in there, get my shape going. So that's pretty good. There we go, very good. All right, cool. So that's our basic shape of our window. Now we got to shrink it to fit the curve of the window. There's this finger here, we can't shrink sideways, we can only shrink up and down because the way the film's made. So, we'll just kind of get that one out of the way there. Just gonna want to tack that all down. I'm gonna tack that all down. All right. I'm just gonna start pushing stuff down. All right. So I got a couple fingers here I'm gonna have to shrink. I'm gonna use my hard card to shrink it. Okay, there we go. Keep gun going here. All right. All right, see how that looks. All right, there we go, there we go. Want to go down? Yep, yep, yep. We go up. Yep, there we go, there we go. There we go. Hold that there. Finagle that through the old seal right there. Push down. All right. Gonna go forward a little bit. Let's see if we can kind of. How's that looking? Okay, that's looking decent. That's looking decent. Okay, okay. All right, looking pretty good. Just getting the edges lined up. What I do. Yeah, see, I don't like to, I want that to come down a little. Like this edge is pretty good. But yeah, if that edge sticks up, it's gonna get caught and peel up later. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. There you go, there you go. Break free, break free. Come on. Come on. Yep. Good, good, right there. That's good. Okay. Now how's that looking on the corner there? Okay, that's pretty good. All right, I think we're on to something. All right, squeeze here down. Like to go real light. All right, nice and light. Everybody's happy. Okay, let's just kind of push that down. Keep everyone nice and happy. Alright. Yep, come on. Go right to your home. We've already shrunk you. Oh, we've already shrunk the window. Let's go home. Alright, yep, go home. There we go. Yep, just go home. Yep, just go home. There we go, yep, just go home. There we go, yep, yep, it's okay. It's okay. Yep, just go home. All you gotta do is go home. Okay, let's spray a little bit more on there. We don't want nothing getting out. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see how we're doing up here. All right, yep, yep, yep. That's all looking very good. Let's give her another squeegee. Oh, yep, 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 that one's gonna go down. Go straight down, okay. You get a little harder of a press. All right. There we go. Everyone's real happy. There we go, just go down. Yep, there we go. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Yep, we like tinting. Tinting is great. It's not stressful at all. Yeah. All right, there we go. Yep. Kind of just fucking go right quick. There we go. All right. Okay, there we go. Go down. Okay. You can stay down there. All right. So we're all wrapped up with the tint job. The seal just clips back on. There's a little plastic clip that goes in there. Let's see. Let's connect this back up. All right. All right, and don't forget we closed that, so we're gonna wanna open up our door handle. Boom, that way we don't break our glass. All right, and here is the final product. Came out pretty good. See the edges there. Focus in on that. There we go. And all the way down into there. So here we go, 5%. That glass board really helps. All right, that's gonna do it for this tint video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that like button and consider giving me a subscribe if you wanna see more wash, wraps, and window tint content. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.